All right, guys, I'm going to make this short and sweet because this is just a review, just a reminder to get this fresh in your mind again as we start the new year. And it's first question I want to know: how do you remember the order of operations? A lot of us, maybe it was PEMDAS, okay? Some of us even learned a mnemonic device called GEMDAS. And then some of us old school people learned it as "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." All of these are good. Whatever helps you remember. If you've got another little saying or rhyme that helps you remember them, it's great if it helps you remember them in the correct order. Okay? The P in PEMDAS, the G in GEMDAS, and the please in "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally" represent parentheses and grouping brackets. Anything that's inside of a parenthesis has to be done before anything else. If there's a parenthesis within a parenthesis, you work your way out. If you have a division bar, if you have a problem that looks like a fraction and there's something to do on top and something to do on bottom, you have to take care of everything that's on top, everything that's bottom, and then do the division last. The E stands for exponents. After you've opened up all the parentheses and they're no longer there, you go through and you work all the exponents. My dear, or MD, stands for multiplication and division as it appears left to right. Okay, it's not that you do all the multiplication first, it's not that you do all the division first. You start on the left-hand side and you work through it as it appears. And Aunt Sally, addition and subtraction as it appears left to right. And again, sometimes there'll be subtraction first, sometimes it'll be addition. It's whichever one comes first if you were reading it like a sentence. Okay? I've got a couple of examples, well, more than a couple, but I've got a few examples I want to go ahead and work with you today and make sure that it's clear. If I just run through my PEMDAS, the P was for parentheses. We do have parentheses. So the first thing I'm going to do is this 6 plus 7, which is 13. So I've taken care of that, and I bring down the 3. The parentheses now, there's no math to be done inside of it, but it does represent an operation. It represents multiplication. So we need to do 3 times 13, and that's 39, and that's the solution to that, it's that expression simplified. On the next one there, we have 2 plus 7 times 5. We've got 2 operations in there. Even though the addition comes first in the problem, in the order of operations, multiplication comes before addition. So we're going to do the multiplication first, which 7 times 5 is 35. So I've taken care of that. I bring down what's left. It's just one operation left, so I go ahead and I do the addition, which is 37. Okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at these next two. Stepping it up just a little bit. Do you remember what I told you about the division bar? Okay, we've got to do everything on top, everything on bottom, and then the division last. And since we have all of this in division and addition, we've got to take care of all this, and then we add the 10. So I can do the 43 minus 1. The 43 minus 1 is 42. The 4 plus 2 is 6. I still have the plus 10 over here. Now this is division and this is addition. I'm going to take care of the division first. Well, 42 divided by 6 is 7. So now I have 7 plus 10. Well, 7 plus 10 is 17. Okay, over on the other side, we've got a problem that has subtraction, multiplication, and division in it. Normally we do that multiplication or the division first, but since it's in parentheses, we're going to do the subtraction first. Well, 6 minus 4 is 2. So now I have 2 times 49 divided by 7. Well, I've got the multiplication and division. I'm going to do the multiplication first because it's the first one I come to going left to right. Well, 2 times 49 is 98. So I now have 98 divided by 7, and that's all there is. Okay. Well, 7 will go into 9 once with 2 left over. That's 28. 7 will go into 28 4 times, so that's 14. So the answer to that one is 14. Okay, 2 more, and you're on your own. Okay, on this one, put in some exponents. So we've got to take care of the parentheses first, and then the exponent. So on this one, I'm going to write down 6 squared minus 4 bumped up to a 6 minus plus 2, plus 2, which is 8. All right. Now in my problem, I've got an exponent, I've got subtraction, and I've got multiplication. I've got to take care of the exponent first. Well, the exponent, 6 to the second power is 36, minus 4 times 8. All right. I've got subtraction and multiplication. We're going to do the multiplication first. So 4 times 8 is 32. So now we have 36 minus 32, which is 4. Okay, last one. This one's up there because it's a little bit different. The exponent is on the outside of the parenthesis in this problem. If these parentheses weren't here, this would mean 4 squared. But this means the difference of these two numbers raised to the second power. So we've got to take care of the parenthesis first, which is 6 minus 2, or 6 minus 4, which is 2. Now I have 2 raised to the second power. Well, 2 raised to the second power is 4, so that's our final answer there. So, hope this helps. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know.